welcome to Candlestick Park in San Francisco and our broadcast of the Rams 49ers game. Can you believe it? After 15 grueling weeks, it all comes down to this one game. If the Rams win, they become the final wild card team. If they lose, it's all over.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty red at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north. We were born to ride. Roll down the window, put down the top, crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gonna ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA. We love it. I love LA. We love it. Love it. Look at that mountain. Look at those trees. Look at that bum over there, man. He's down on the knee. Look at these women. Ain't nothing like them nowhere.
There's Craven Howard to end the game.
Century Boulevard.
That's right. What's up, my Ramilia? Monday Nitro has started. Thank you for coming in. I hope you like my intro. I want to cut it short, but then I don't know what to cut. It's just so pretty, like a white man can't jump. So oh, there's my guy Elvis. How you doing, brother? I saw you in here earlier. I hope you're watching the show. God bless you, Elvis. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. And you're always welcome here, my guy. Thank you so much. And so I have a great show for you today, and I have a surprise. Some of you guys might have seen in the comments. We're gonna try to do a StreamYard call-in show. Now, if you have a microphone or you have a phone and you hit the link, you can either have do it on your computer with your camera or microphone or your phone, and I'll send you the link in a little bit so we can do we can try out this call-in thing. Keep it PG. Or else you won't be in here anymore. But we're gonna try that. It was a last minute thing because our guy, if you remember last stream, or if you guys weren't here, we have a bunch of service guys that are fans that come into the show, and Gammon Brown is gonna be leaving soon, so I kind of moved it up a little bit so we can do this too. And so here we go. Grandizer 12. You may follow the Ramilia Sports Report on Twitter at Ramilia. Twitter at Ramilia Sports. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Grandizer 12. G12. You may follow Ramilia Sports on Facebook. And there's the link there. Grinder 12 says you may follow Adventures of Ramilia on Instagram. I like that. The Adventures of the Ramilia Sports Report. SG says, hi, Ramilia. How are you doing today? Great. Tonight. Great. Thank you, brother, for coming in. Please check out the Ramilia Sports Report join me for Roundfest on YouTube. Yes, indeed. I just posted a video. Check it out, guys. A really cool video. I just missed Rosie Greer being there. Darn it, but I met him before. He's a great guy. Would have loved to have meet him there, but we got there in the afternoon. He was there in the morning, and it was very hot. But it was really cool though. Other than that, Granary Trust says, welcome, Elvis. Yes, indeed. Welcome to SG Sports Truck Channel. Lone Fox 115 says, Rudy. And so we're going to try a more structured format today. Why not break out with the structure? Why not do that?
Rudy.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Hal, what's up, brother? Salute to Bone, aka Rudolph. Excuse me. Salute to Bane, aka Rudolph. Thank you, brother. Oh, you think you're in charge, do you? Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Grandizer Trout says, oh, yeah, big boy. Obla Espanol, late night with Chata and Tequila with your host, Rudy of the Marine Sports Report. Hope you're having a good day. Let's get to it. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Loke Fox 115, he says. Welcome, Hal Chaban. Lone Fox 115 says, Grandizer 12, Rams. And my guy, Rams House, Ramilia, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. You're always welcome to the Marine Sports Report. G12 said, let's get it, Rudy. I got to go to the store before they closed. They closed at 11. Grandizer says, welcome, Rams House. Yes, indeed. Do you feel like you're in charge, Bane? Yes, indeed. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Oh, don't scare me. Don't scare me, Grandizer. I looked up to say, did I press live this time? Mike, good. Robert says, I can't wait to go to the home opener. Yes, indeed. Thursday night football. It's going to be a showdown. The Rams versus Allen and Von Miller. Robert says, is the game versus Buffalo sold out? No, it's not sold out. There's still tickets available. Good seats as well. So let's get right into it. So let's see here. And we have a Rams Legend of the Night today as well. So let's get into I tried to show you guys a clip of what I was talking to with my guy Grant last time, and we had the fiasco with the messed up mic. Well, this is how we're going to do it. Here we go. Just give you an idea. Here we go. I got my Rams Super Bowl hat. I'm still chilling. You know, we had some tough injuries already. This guy, Kyle Shanahan, I love him as the offensive coordinator, but I told you, he reminds me of Mike Martz and Norv Turner. He's not a head coach in my mind. But anyway, amazing that you have a young quarterback and you didn't do anything to secure that O-line. Imagine that. That's crazy because the O-line, guess what? You got to be able to block for him so your guy can get the long. We got a guy who can pass long now. Yeah, right. But we can't get him time.
Exactly.
You need a few seconds.
That's the whole thing with Stafford. When Stafford has time to throw long, he's as good as any quarterback in the league. When you put a little pressure on him, he makes questionable decisions.
And that's what happens. Look at Tom Brady. We always pick off Tom Brady. You know, that's what happens. And guess what? If you don't have a good offensive line, you can't run in the third and fourth quarter. What are you doing, Kyle Shanahan?
Right. Now we've got every year they add another defensive lineman. It's like, yeah, D-line's important, but you have the best D-line in the league.
What about O-line and the D? Yeah. I'm sure the offensive coach is saying, hey, Kyle, what about us?
What about us? He's like, no, it's cool. I'll work it out. I can scheme it out.
But also, too, what is their Niners bread and butter? The running game. They got all these studs in the running back room, but no great offensive line. You need the offensive line to run. And now they're doing the triple option wishbone. Yep. They're going back to high school, the Army and Navy. Amazing. Now you're going to give Trey Lance the ball, basically the money maker for the Niners. Here you go. And guess what? When he fakes it or doesn't fake it, guess who Donald Gaines and A'Shawn Robinson are going to blow up? Leonard Floyd, even if you don't have the ball.
It's true.
Yeah, keep that play for the week 4. I cannot wait to see how that turns out. I wonder how that would turn out. And also, one last thing, forget about going back and forth and talking smack. Let's all remember the last 10 minutes of the NFC Championship game, how even with the starters in there, Mack and Tomlinson, that O-line was Swiss cheese. Yep. So now picture us now with those guys gone and you guys not even knowing, you guys only having a decent center. Oh, my goodness. So here we go. Well, I cannot wait. Grant, keep up the good work, my brother, and give my guy Javon Kinlaw a shout out. Ask him how that sandwich was when Jimmy G made it for him that stream that you had him. And keep up the good work, brother. I appreciate it, man. So there it is. So that's one of the clips. I've broken into 2 pieces. So I have fun with Grant Cohn. He's one of the Niner content creators that I do enjoy as well. There's a few of them, but me and him kind of give the elbow. We tag team on Kyle Shanahan because I like to get on Kyle Shanahan because the only thing that he has as a head coach of the Niners is he was able to have some success against the Rams in the regular season, but every big game he loses. So there you go. Grander Trice says, welcome, Rams host. Yes, indeed. Grander Trice says, do you feel in charge? Oh, I already passed all that. Hold on. Sorry. All right, here we go. G12 says, Rams news. Rams Allen Robinson needs work in practice with the Bengals. LA Times. Yes, they're going to get more rapport with Stafford but everything is looking good. Rams news. Rams QB Matt Stafford is voted number 27th player in the NFL top 100. Isn't that amazing? Burrow is 21 and our guy Stafford's 27th. The disrespect keeps on going. Mike Scott, I heard it's all Bills Mafia for the first game. Now, there'll be a lot there, but it's not going to be all Bills Mafia. Mike Scott says Los Angeles fans didn't get the memo. No, they'll be there. Don't worry about that. There's a lot of Bill fans that do travel, but there'll be a lot of Ramilia there. G12 says, welcome, Mike Scott. Yes, indeed. Johnny G says, Rams got that golden ratio. You're exactly right, baby. And let's see here. So we're talking about our guy, Matthew Stafford, being 27th, right? 27th. What a horrible for the Super Bowl champion. Golly, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. That's not what we're after, accolades and stuff like that. We know what we're doing. So here we go.
Quick, right?
Knowing timing is one thing.
I told him to be ready for it quick. Yeah. Great job, kid.
Knowing when it's your time is an even better thing. The 2021 playoffs were Matthew Stafford's time.
All the marbles right here, guys.
30-something seconds left. For him to keep his poise and not settle to go in overtime, that's why you got a guy like him.
He's got Cup running down the hash marks. He reels it in at the 15.
You know, he got them to the Super Bowl. He made plays when they needed to make plays.
Hang in the pocket with confidence and put the ball right on the money.
He told us his favorite play was the no-look pass.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
All right, Matthew, you ready for this? This is going to be your game winner right here, buddy.
Throws the fade, back shoulder. Cooper Kupp got it! Touchdown! Yeah! Touchdown, LA!
If we weren't playing football, I think we'd still be friends.
I love you, man. Whatever happens, I love you.
We were both dads to a bunch of little munchkins. I've just learned so much from him playing alongside of him. He's one of the greats in this league.
Somebody ran up to me like we won. I just started crying.
It's a good year for you. Bulldogs, Super Bowl.
It was solid.
It was solid. Love it. You know, a lot of people talk about Matthew Stafford still like he hasn't done what he did last year. His elbow, or we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Listen. Like that meme of that little kid, remember? Listen, Linda. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. Funny, little kid was doing that to his mom. Listen, Linda. Matthew Stafford has gotten beat up, played with jacked up back, jacked up elbow, jacked up ankles. Does it stop him? No. Did it stop him last year? No. The only way you can hope to get Matthew Stafford out so he won't beat you is to carry him off on a stretcher. So all the different fan bases, you can dream about Matthew Stafford not being there and picking you apart. It's not going to help you. Just try. You're trying to speak things into existence, but we have our Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford. We know what we have. The man who can stand up to toe-to-toe with Tom Brady and take his soul from him. Just when Tom Brady thought he was going to beat us like he did other quarterbacks in the past, Matthew Stafford said, excuse me, hold my beer. Boom, Cooper Kupp right down the middle. Nope, that's not going to happen, baby. That's not going to happen. Matthew Stafford has seen it all. Nothing. I mean, look at and Ndamukong Suh with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a big monster of a D lineman, was taking his time getting off of Stafford, and Stafford kicked up his legs, and Suh didn't like that, and so Matthew Stafford shrugged it off, like, whatever, dude, I'm still going to beat you today, and they did. So just remember that whenever fans say those comments about Matthew Stafford, he's seen everything. He doesn't fear any defense. He's seen everything. He doesn't fear anyone. You guys might get in there and crack them a few times, but guess what? That's just going to light the fire in them even more. And with Cooper Kupp there, you better get to him because we'll pick you apart like we did last year. So here we go, baby. Here we go. I like that. Mike Scott says, Bill fans going to break a lot of tables in that park. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're going to circle the wagons and circle it back home. Willie Bones says, hey, former LA Rams legend Barry Retton. Yes, indeed. Hal says, Stafford going to get lit by KENDALL for a fumble coming this season. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Or KENDALL will get blindsided by Havenstein, and Stafford will get the ball off right over the middle past the Niners linebackers that we picked apart in the championship game in the last couple of drives last year. But thank you, Hal, for coming in. Grand Ross says, tight end Kendall Blanton to get claimed by the Commanders. No lie. Yes, man. No Yodas. I know. Johnny G said, Grandizer 12 Rams. G12 says, welcome, Willie Bowen. Yes. Willie Bowen says, not happening, Hal. Yes, exactly right. Mike Scott says, Lance fans still too busy buying their merch. It's all new gear bandwagon. Well, you know what, Mike? I've been a Ram fan since 1979, and I buy all the new gear I can because we're Super Bowl champions. Half the time I buy it so I can wear it every day, wear different stuff every day. And I just look up, and as soon as I see that SF on the front of their cap, I kind of puff my chest out a little bit more and say, what's up, brother? What happened? But we had more fans there. What happened? But we were loud. What happened? Oh boy, this is why I love this game. You got to tip your hat. You got to tip your hat to the Niners Rams rivalry. This is what gets me so stoked.
SoFi Stadium exploded with excitement. The hometown Rams sending their Golden State rivals, the 49ers, back to San Francisco.
Back to Santa Clara, he means. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I can't get enough of that. Willie Bowen says, did your team win the Super Bowl trophy, Mike? Nope, it's been 27 years, and then it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. The Rams are going to Michael Jordan the 49ers because they're going to stand in their way. And when I say Michael Jordan stood in the way of Charles Barkley. He stood in the way of John Stockton. He stood in the way of Gary Payton. He stopped them from winning championships. The Rams and Stafford and McVay already stood in the way from the Niners from winning their championship. And so we're going to just Michael Jordan the Niners. It's not going to happen. You guys that's why they keep hoping that Stafford will be out on the stretcher or be out of the game because they know that we're just going to Michael Jordan them. It's going to be wonderful, though. I can't wait. Mike Scott says, I thought I would add to the stellar numbers in here. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. And you know what, too? Come in more often, man. Win, lose, or draw, you're always welcome. We will see what happens, Mike. It's good to go back and forth, but when all comes to reality, is the Rams are the Super Bowl champions, and there's nothing that no one can take it away from it. But thank you for coming in. You're always welcome. Willie Bones says, stay off the drugs, Mike. Johnny Ram says, Rams will have a down year this. Johnny Ram says, Rams will have a down year this season. Oh. Granddad's at 12 says, Havenstein, cue the Frankenstein quote. Willie Bones says, no, they won't, Johnny. Granddad 12 says, welcome, Johnny. Rams, yes, indeed. Granddad 12 says, ram it all day, ram it every day, and twice on game day. Johnny Ram says, just had the feeling I had in 2019. Well, that's okay. It's okay because, this is a weird season with all the movement and everything. But I'm just telling you, man. The Rams are possibly better than we were last year, man, on both sides of the ball. Wagner adds something that we didn't have with the linebackers last year. Look at, I don't really like these, but the NFL voted Wagner 29th in middle linebackers. And Fred Warner, who's one of the better linebackers in the NFL as well, is 47th. And then with Allen Robinson, McClutchin's here now. Goodness gracious, we could be amazing, but that's okay. I never discount anybody's opinion. You never know. That's okay. Nothing's guaranteed. Just because I say it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But we do have the horses to get to the finish line, and we've been there before. And then we have the ace in the sleeve. We have Les Snead looking and seeing what we need halfway through the season as we go along and see what we'll get to get over the hump. but that's okay if you feel that way. We will see what happens. Appreciate you commenting, brother. Johnny G says 40 gaggers. Our favorite saying is but, or wait till next year. Next year. Johnny Ramos says 49er fans are loyal. Can't hate that. To TBH. Yes. Johnny G says at Johnny Rams, only Super Bowl losers get the hangover. Yes, indeed. Really, to me, honestly, the only thing that can hurt us is if we have injuries, like any team. But man, this team is loaded. People are sleeping on us. We're the Super Bowl champions, and we possibly got better. Our offense is going to be way more explosive. By the way, guys, Kyren Williams is back to running. He's getting reps. We're gonna have a running game. Imagine that, a quarterback, Matthew Stafford, 41 touchdowns, is gonna have a running game. Woo! Johnny Ramos says, Johnny Ram says, I hate the Seahawks for certain. Yes, indeed. Willie Bowen said that's Johnny. That's with Jared Goff. We have Matthew Stafford now. Exactly right. Johnny Ram says Stafford's elbow is a concern. Yeah, it's a concern. That's okay, Johnny. But he's always banged up. It's a 13-year career. He's managed the elbow. He's looking good in camp. I didn't have time to record some of the latest throws that he's had, but he's looking good in camp, man. Don't it's okay to be curious about it, but this guy is launching stuff, man. Just so you know, this guy is amazing. I didn't have a chance to record some of the earlier the latest videos of him, but here we go. Don't worry about Stafford. It's okay to be curious about it, but he's everything to us, right? We understand, but don't worry. He will be fine. He's a warrior. He's Ram tough. He will be fine, but don't worry about that. But that's okay to be curious about it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Granddaddy says Los Angeles have waived tight end Kendall, Blanton, running back Raymond Calais, Cassius Clay, defensive back Jerry and Sean McVay, running back AJ Rose of a different color, and JJ Don't Call Me Koski, the team announced. Yes. How's this? This dude named Daniel Luna got stomped and put to a coma at SoFi Stadium. Yeah, that was horrible, man. It's unfortunate. It's one of the stories where a guy, I guess, allegedly provokes another guy. The other guy turns around and slugs him. The guy hits his head on the concrete. I'd never condone violence, but it's unfortunate it happened. Hopefully he'll be okay. It sucks when somebody gets hurt, especially when it happens in front of families. That's just a bad situation. I hope he'll be okay. Mike Scott says, gotta load up on that cortisone. Well, you do what you have to do to play. But you know what? Even you will admit, Mike, that Stafford is a warrior, man. He's been through so much. He's been through so many. He had back pain when we picked him up. He's had all kinds of surgeries, ankle, shoulder, back, elbows, and he still gets up and plays again, right? So he already has the chip on the shelf. He's already righted the ship when it comes to his career. He's this close from getting the gold jacket. He's amazing quarterback, man. He's tied with Drew Brees as the fastest NFL quarterbacks to reach 50,000 yards, and that's with Detroit. So you got to tip your hat to the guy. Geez, nuts! What's up, Ramilia? LFG, bring on the bell, the Bills, baby. Yes, indeed. SM says that 2019 team had Goff, not Stafford. Yes, because Stafford. That's a great point, and it's okay if everyone, like my guy Johnny is curious about it. Stafford is the key. If Stafford goes down, we'll still be a dangerous team because of all the talent. But he's the motor that makes us go right. So, but. Stafford will be fine. I trust our coaches. Stafford says he feels fine. He's tired about hearing about it, frankly, and so we'll be fine. Johnny Ram says Kendall Blanton packed Nick Bosa in the NFC Championship game. Yes, indeed. Grinder 12 says welcome. G's nuts. G12 says welcome. SM. Yes. Johnny Ram says need more Ram fans in here. Oh, they'll come. The other day we had 30 in here. It just depends when we come in. I came in a little earlier because I have a giveaway I'm going to do, and we'll get to that right now. Willie Bowen says LA Rams have a lot of offensive weapons. Yes, indeed. SM says Troy Reader to Bobby White is a major. That's a huge upgrade. Yes, indeed, SM. Thank you, Grandizer 12. Willie Bowen says Buffalo Bills will never win a Super Bowl championship. Jay Money says, let's go. Yes, indeed. Johnny Ram says Stafford has played through injuries most would sit it out with. That's exactly right. Mike Scott says Lambs only have a couple of loyal fans, the rest are bandwagon. Now, Mike, on that count, you're absolutely wrong, my brother. Do me a favor, and I get blue in the face, Italian Niner fans, this one game at SoFi Stadium where you guys show up because you live in Los Angeles, Southern California, is not impressive. Going to Dallas Cowboy Stadium is not impressive. You know what impresses me? Your fan attendance at your home stadium. The Rams are ranked 8th according to ESPN 2021 fan attendance rankings. The Niners are 19th. So there you go. A couple of loyal fans. There you go. That takes care of that. Just because you show up to a couple of games here and there. Remember, and also, Mike, I don't think you've been here that before, but I do this video, and here you go. Seeing is believing, right? I didn't make this video. Here you go. They make me do it, G12. They make me do it. By one, I will have to enlighten them.
It's another game, another empty stadium. The 49ers struggling to put people in those seats.
Yeah, is it the team, the new location? People have a lot of opinions as to what's going wrong. KPI X5's Andrea Nakano live outside of Levi's trying to make some sense of it all. Andrea?
Yeah, Veronica and Alan, I was here for opening day, and you could feel the excitement of a new season under new head coach Kyle Shanahan. Now you see these pictures with empty seats, and it makes you wonder if the faithful are not so faithful after all.
Oh, really? So speaking of bandwagon fans, there you go. Listen, Mike, you don't know me too well, but I'm the kind of Ram fan that will have something for everything you throw at me. There you go. And this platform gives me more power because I can just go, boom, here's the clip. I'm not making it up. I'll make a clip of the attendance thing for you guys too, so I can just pop it up real quick. So everything that you guys throw at me, I just shoot it down. And there you go. There's San Francisco TV stations talking about how bandwagon Niner fans don't show up to Levi Stadium pre-Kyle Shanahan because they were losing and they weren't so faithful. So get that load of crap out of here. I just proved you wrong. And that's why I get a kick out of you guys showing up to other people's stadiums now, just because the Niners are putting together a few winning seasons, which they still can't, by the way, in Kyle Shanahan's tenure, win back-to-back winning seasons because he has more losing seasons than he does winning seasons. So there you go. And also, please tell your friends about me. Let them know to come in here because I'm the one Ram fan that will shoot you down every time when it comes to these comments. I will educate you and let you know what the real thing is, because when it all comes to a head, the Rams are A, the Super Bowl champions. B, we've been to four Super Bowl appearances since the Niners last held a Lombardi. C, our franchise is worth more than the Niners. D, our stadium is way better than the Niners. And then 5, our training facility is going to be state of the art. So there you go. So the pecking order has changed. I don't know if anybody told you, but we're not in the 80s anymore. Eddie DeBartolo Jr. doesn't own the Niners anymore. It's the Yorks, and they're cheap. So there you go. Sorry, there you go. Van Helbats, what did Grant Cohen say about Trey Lance? He said that he struggled again today. Trey Lance struggled again today. He threw 3 picks. He was throwing high. His arm mechanics were horrible. And that's the truth. But here's something fun that I like to do. The Ramilia Sports Report gained a video of Trey Lance's day today with Kyle Shanahan.
Hit me, I'm open. Hi. That's why. Now sit down and shut up. It slipped.
And that's exactly what he did. He was throwing too high today. You can look at Grant Cohen's report on it. Hilarious. But there you go. So let's get into this. BJ, hey Rudy, where you get your shirt from, brother? Thank you so much. I got it from actually on this one. We got this. My lady got it for me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. My Scott says only show when they win. Not well. That the Niners do. Yes, they only show when they win because they weren't showing in Levi from 2015 to 2016 and part of 17. SM says Stafford won a Super Bowl his first year with the Rams. This is the second year for Stafford and McVay's system. He's going to be better this year. Yes, indeed. So let's just get right into it. I want to give you guys the link. So if you have a camera or and microphone, you can come in, or a phone, and you can get in here and we can do some we can get in here. Here we go. So this is the link in the comments. I'll put you backstage, and if you're able to get in, you can, and that way we can join. You can join in on the comments. That's a great comment, SM. Grandizer 12 says, I don't know if other Rams content creators are right on. I don't know if any Ram content creators are on right now. It seems most content creators go live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and are much better days for smaller content creators. Yes, yes, yes. Grandizer 12 says, welcome, Jay Money. BJ says, hey, Mike Scott. He's out. Willie Bones says 40 whiners do cartwheels on the Golden Gate Skate Bridge. 40 whiners. Oh, I got it. 40 whiners go do cartwheels on the Golden State Bridge. Grander Trust says, welcome, BJ. Welcome, Vinhall Bats. Yes, indeed. Johnny G's Mike Scott. How old were you the last time 40 gaggers ever accomplished anything? Johnny Ram says the Oculus at SoFi was down at the for the Chargers Cowboys game because the Chargers didn't pay their light bill. Yeah, I saw that. I even tweeted about that. That's funny. G12 says Danny Luna got stumped out, put in a coma. SoFi Stadium. Rudy was there. He saw it. No, I wasn't there. Ben Albest says thanks, Grandizer 12. Yes, indeed. BJ says thanks, Grandizer 12. Grandizer Trust says hit the like and subscribe buttons and share, please, to help the algorithm for the Ramilia Sports Report. Much appreciated. Yes, indeed. Jesus says Niner fans have to relive their Super Bowl victories on VHS tapes. Granddaddy says, "Oh yeah, big boy, Albert Espanol, who's host?" Silly Fun Guy says Ernest Stone is going to break out this year. Yes, indeed. That's a great comment with our guy Bobby Wagner under his taking him under his wing and giving him his tutelage. And Willie Bone says LA Rams house. Hold on one second. My guy Gammon Brown hasn't come in. Interesting. I was doing this for him, but if he doesn't come in, that's okay. Granddad Trust says, welcome, Silly Fun Guy. Yes, G. Yes, indeed. G's Ness says, spoiler alert, Montana and Rice are retired. So are they. We are. Let's see. Hold on. Spoiler alert, Montana and Rice are retired. So their chances are winning. I got you. Spoiler alert, Montana and Rice are retired, and so are their chances of winning another Super Bowl. I love that. Sorry, I butchered it. Fun Silly Guy says, thanks, Render 12. Good to see you. SM says, going to miss Kendall Blanton, and I will always appreciate the way he stepped up in the playoffs. Yes, indeed. I love him. Great player, unselfish. I wish we would have given up Ben Sko instead of him, but I guess they see maybe something in McClutchin. Willie Bone says, we have the best stadium SoFi. Yes, indeed. Gil, what's up, brother? I know it's only preseason, but the Jets over the Falcons. Yes, indeed. The Jets, Jets. SM says Bryce Hopkins stepped up too in the Super Bowl, and now he's the definitive TE2. Yes, indeed. Willie Bone says Shannon is like Wile E. Coyote, you loser. J Money says SM says, hi, Rudy. A savage, and I like it. Silly Fun Guy says, thank you, brother. Philly Sun Guy says Jacob Harris could fight for a tight end too. Yes, indeed. I love that. Glenn Trice says, quit pushing Rudy. You're going to make him release his bipolar. Oh, you think you can get me? Hal says, are you a fan of the first place Dodgers? Rest in peace, Scully. Yes, I am, Hal. Yes, rest in peace, Vin Scully, man. Unfortunately, he was up with the big Dodger in the sky. And yes, I am, man. Thank you for asking. And thank you, Hal, for coming in, man. It's all love and it's all fun going back and forth. That's what we do here. My show is less than a year old. People don't realize, and I've come a long way. So I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you guys so much. Grander Trust says all it takes is 149 to sidetrack Rudy, and then he does that and go to the Rams suits and lined up. Jesus says Rudy going rondo on Niner fans when they're this Jimmy G. Yeah, so there's my link, guys. If you're able to get on, if you have a camera or and a microphone, or you just want to do it on your phone through StreamYard, we can come in on here. I'll set up where we can do phones as well. Boomer T says elbow gate. Well, he's looking good, Boomer T. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but they say it's nothing to worry about. Gil says last Friday I had the smoked beef brisket tacos, the best ever food at SoFi. I think they only sell them at club level. Oh, that's a good comment. So my brother Gil here, we were commenting about how great the stadium is at SoFi Stadium. The food's been horrible, though. There's been reports. I haven't tried it myself. I usually eat before and after the game at the tailgating. So he's saying here that the smoked beef brisket tacos, the best food ever at SoFi. So if you're willing to go to the club level, you're able to get that there to try it if you don't like the food there. So there you go. That's a great comment, Gil. Thank you. I'll have to try that. Johnny G says 69ers are stuck in the 20th century. Yes, indeed. Gendry says open the phone lines, 188 call Rams hotline. Willie Bowen says 49ers are stuck in stupidity. Russia Productions, point 30. Remember, Niner fans, y'all paid college tuition and rent to attend the NFC Championship game and left like cowards, talked massive amounts of trash and vanished in the night. I love that comment. And we're quiet as a mouse. So let's get right into this. Let's see. Let me get everyone's comments going. And then we're going to do the Rams Legend of the Night, and we're going to do the giveaway. Gunner Trust us. Welcome, Burma T. Welcome, Rusty Productions, point 30. J Money, 41ers. All they do is ever cry. Get over it. You lost an important game. It's a new season. Stop crying. Yes, indeed. New season. You have to do it again. Rusty Productions, got Grinder Trouble. What's good? Gunner says, Rudy, you have to use NPR rules. Don't let callers on too long and you can get other callers. Yes, indeed. There's my guy, Jay in the Bay. What's good, Jay in the Bay? What's good, Ramilia? I hope all is well. Thank you, my brother. I want to let you guys in. A lot of you have found out, my good friends that are content creators, that are Niner fans. It's all about the teams. But here's another classy guy, Jay in the Bay. Really good guy. One of the better content creators. He's a Niner fan. We'll sidestep that for a second because he's a great guy, but great content creator, and he's not a homer. He knows what he's talking about, and he's a very classy guy. So, he's really, like I said, before I made my channel, I wouldn't know guys like this. Jay in the Bay, Niner Sickness, CG Ruthless Sports, on and on. And I appreciate these guys, and these are good guys. And even though they're fans of the hated Niners, they're really cool guys. And I appreciate Jay in the Bay. Thank you for coming in, man. You're always welcome, my brother. Willie Bowen says LA Rams rule the NFL. Yes, indeed. Super Bowl champion, defending champs. Gunner Tri says, what's good, Jay in the Bay? Welcome, Robert McClendon. What's the giveaway? So thank you. Let's get into that. So as you all know, I went to Ram Fest, right? I went to Ram Fest, and it was pretty neat. I got there in the afternoon. It was hot as a heck. I just missed Rosie Greer from the Fearsome Foursome, right? He was there. I met him before, but he was there in the morning, and then there was a lot more vendors. When I got there, there was still vendors there. I got there about 2:30. I got a little later because they were going to do the raffle, and I wanted to win something in the raffle. It was still cool. It was a great time. So Rosie Greer was there. Great. If you see I got my video on my channel. Check it out. So this is a shirt that I got from there. I'm going to give it away. Now it's a large. This is a large shirt. So that way you know. So let's look at this shirt here. Cool shirt. Bring it home. Cooper Kupp hugging our guy AD, the #1 NFL ranked player according to NFL top 100 players. And so we're going to do the giveaway, and we'll do that right now. Let's get into that right now. Then I'll get back to the comments. Let's get into that right now. Where is my... Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on, fellas. There she is. There she is. So, Rams trivia. These are things that are harder to look up on Google, but you might still be able to do it because Google's amazing. So let me look here. Okay, here's a pretty good one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Grandizer 12. Check to see who gives us the first. Let's see. How could I do this? Okay, so when I say what's the right answer, Grandizer, let me know who said it first, and I'll double check it as well. But let me know. Okay, so here we go. Who are the 2,000-yard a season running backs the Rams John Robinson coached in college and pros? Who are the 2,000 yards a season running backs the Rams John Robinson coached in college and the pros? What are your answers for that? All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, so Charles White is one. No. Willie Bowen, Charles White, no. Robert McClendon, hint. That's one of them. That's one of them. It's a tough question, but so you're right on one part. And again, I'll read it again. Who are the 2,000 yards a season running backs the Rams John Robinson coached in college and pros? So remember, John Robinson was the coach of the USC Trojans. And Charles White's a great guess, also as Willie Bowen. Geez Nuts that's a great guess as well. Yeah, Grandizer, Eric Dickerson is one. Okay, now you got to say them both in the answers. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Say them both together. You got to say that. The first one is say both together. Wendell Tyler, Steven Jackson, no. You guys actually are so close. So I already gave you one. Dickerson is one. And then one of our guys here, see, like one Kelly Ram says, Charles White and Eric Dickerson, right? Do it like that. You have to say both of them. That's a great guess, but it's not Charles White. Dickerson is one of them. There we go. G's Nuts got it. G's Nuts got it. G's Nuts got it. Marcus Allen and Eric Dickerson. Marcus Allen, USC, and Eric Dickerson, the Rams. That was a tougher question than I thought. But yeah, so you got it. You got it. You got it. G's Nuts. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good job. That's pretty cool. Hold on. And here's this my social media, G's Nuts. Send me your address in the email, and I'll be sure to get it out to you. It's a cool shirt, man. It's a size large. Bringing it home. And cool, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you guys for playing. That's cool. And we'll do more stuff like that as the season goes on. But let me get back into the comments. Let's see. Rudy Grand G12 Rudy's Rams pajamas giveaway. Giveaway time. Johnny G says 40 gaggers need the NFL to expand the playoffs to make the playoffs. Grander Trust Legends, Rams, Legends, and Noches. We'll get to that. One kind of what's up, locos? Mi Ramilia. Yes, indeed. Jesus says, what's good, Jay in the Bay? Grander Trust says, welcome, One Cali Ram. Yes, Jay in the Bay says, what's good, G's Nuts? Jesus says, what's up, One Cali Ram? Yes, indeed. One Cali Ram says, what's up, G12? G12 says, Trey Sermon may not make the Niners. I don't think he's going to make it. They have more running backs that are better than him in the stable. That's crazy. Wonder if the Rams would try to get him. No, we won't get him. Kyron Williams is better than him, and he's starting to get reps now. G's Nuts says, shout out to G12 keeping our boy Rudy on track. Thank you, brother. That's exactly right. Gil says there's going to be a time Debo will be hating on Trey Lance because of the inconsistencies. Yeah, man, because he's struggling and it's not his fault. He's a young kid, man. But yeah, that's exactly right, Gil. You know, they put a lot on his shoulders, and Kyle Shanahan is not the greatest when it comes to doing head coaching moves and to help his team. Look at the offensive line. They let those guys get away. But we will see. He's a great offensive mind, though. You got to give him, his props. We will see. And one color wants to, what's up, G's? G12 says, check out the Ramilia Sports Report Ram Fest 2022 on YouTube. Jay in the Bases can't wait. Week 4, Levi Stadium. I'm counting down the weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds. BJ says, how do we enter the giveaway? Okay, so we did that already. Al says, AD. G says, give away that T-shirt, Rudy. You like it, huh? I'll have more stuff. Don't worry. This is just the beginning. When I start getting the phone calls and stuff, it's gonna, we're expanding the show. And thank you guys. Gina says, give away the T-shirt. Yep, I got that already. Yeah, but thank you, man. I like that. Mike says, you get a quarter shirt shot. G-Tron says, Rudy has to use the spin the wheel app. Yeah, I saw that, but I like this thing here, but we'll see about that. Mike Scott says, okay, already got that. Mike Scott says, everyone gets a quarter stone shot. BJ says, thanks, G12. Willie Bone says, you mean Debo cortisone. G12 says, I don't know the question or the answer. Yep. There's the answers. And then Mike Scott says, if he's on a pitching count, maybe the Lambs can lean on the stellar run game. Yeah, we'll have a better run game, but he's fine. It's only on a throwing count because of the preseason. He'll be fine. Also, too, and here's what we're going to do during the year: play the games Monday through Wednesday. He's not going to throw much. Friday, Saturday, then start picking it up, and he'll be fine. That's what I'm saying. Gina says, dang. But yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mike Scott says, Lamb fans can only gather in groups of 25 on the chat. Grand Driver Trust says, who are the 2,000-yard running backs that John Robinson coached? Eric Dickerson and Marcus Allen with USC. All right, so let's get past all this here. Yes, indeed. That was a great guess. BJ Marshall Falk. But John Robinson didn't coach Falk. That's a great guess. Willie Bone says, Mike, go look at the VHS tapes of your 40 wider Super Bowl victories. Mike Scott said all the running backs that won't all running backs that won't run through that tunnel and save the Lambs. We have good running backs, man. You're forgetting about Cam Akers. Grand Trust Eric Dickerson and Rudy Romero. Congrats, G's Nuts. Yes, indeed. Congrats, G's Nuts. Hit me up in the email, my brother. And Willie Bone says, shut up, Mikey, son. That's a 9. That's a 12. That's a 10. Grand Trust says, Rudy, give us air hugs for the next giveaway. Gina says, it was a bit confusing. I thought the question was asking that he coached them in both college and pro. Okay. So maybe we'll do the spin the wheel next time. Okay. Thank you, G's Nuts. But I'm glad you won, though. One color says, wow, I forgot Marcus. Yes. Jay in the Bayside, I wish I would have won. I need some firewood. No, Jay, you would put it on. You would have said, yeah, there's the champs. I got to wear it. Johnny G says that, Mike Scott, you're a 2-time loser. Your team are losers and are wasting your time hanging in the chat of 26 people. G12 says, true. I thought it meant who he coached too, G's Nuts. Mike Scott says, not even worth winning. Oh, Mike, that's crazy. You know dang well if it was a shirt, even with Jimmy Garoppolo, and it says bring it home and you guys win the Super Bowl, you'd be all giddy over that. Eduardo Mendoza, what's up, Ramilia? What's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. Jay Flacco, what's up, brother? What's going on, my guy? Who's host? The Champs House, baby. Jay in the Bases, give us the first round pick and we'll give you Trey Sermon. Oh, Trey Sermon. Nope. Grander Trust says, welcome, Eduardo Mendoza. Yes, indeed. Eduardo says, Rams host. Yes, indeed. Leonard Tross says, welcome. Jayo Floco. Mike Scott says, LA Ramilia in here. Willie Bowen says, what's up, Eduardo? Yes, indeed. Thank you, Grinddrizer 12, he says. What's up, Willie Bowen? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You may follow the adventures of the Ramilia Sports Report on Instagram, Instagram.com. Ramilia Sports Report. Yes, indeed. You trust us. Follow me support on Twitter. Yes, indeed. Follow Ramilia Sports Report on Facebook. Yes, indeed. One Cali Ram says, Jay in the Bay. I have good deals on Sunbuck. That stadium is like watching Pew Pew without a canopy. Pew Pew vatos. Mike Scott says, LA Remedial, get it. Yeah, I get it. That's okay. All right, so let's get into the Rams Legend of the Night. Rams Legend of the Night, and many of you will remember him, and many of you newer Ram fans that were Ram fans before they were after they left LA the first time. May not know who he is, but this is a way for you guys to get to know our guys, and we will get to that right now. And let me get his banner up. The Rams Legend of the Night is number 1, Mike Lansford, one of 7 barefoot kickers in NFL history, made 75% of his field goal attempts inside the 45, 158 made field goals, 789 kick points, ranked 3rd all time with the LA Rams. Led the NFL with 51 extra points. Known to be one of the most accurate kickers of all time. And you're going to love these next ones. Especially in clutch time. Lansford kicked a 42-yard field goal to send the Rams to the playoffs in 1983. And then in 1989, Lansford kicked a field goal to beat the 49ers in Candlestick. We used to call it AKA the Rams house, as we beat the Niners 3 times at Candlestick in the 90s. And then in the 1989 divisional round, Lansford kicked the 2 field goals to tie it, and then Jim Everett won in overtime. And also, that was neat against the New York Giants because Bill Belichick had cut Lansford in his career, and then he was able to get revenge by kicking 2 field goals to knock him out of the playoffs. So there you go. I love it. So let's get into that right now. Mike Lansford, one of 7 barefoot NFL kickers, one of the great Ram legends of all time, 3rd on the all-time list of kickers in Rams history. Here we go. Let's get into it.
My name is Mike Lansford. I was the place kicker for the Los Angeles Rams from 1982 to 1990. Well, I was a barefoot kicker. One day I was working out after being cut by 3 teams in 2 years, still believing I can do it, and I developed a blister on my heel. So I figured, what the heck? I mean, I've tried everything else. Let's take my shoe off. And I knew after the first kick, the removal of the sole of the shoe and the cleats dropped my foot down just that much, so now I'm capable of competing for an NFL kicking job. Well, I had good success with last-second kicks. And I think that I had to have success with those kicks, otherwise I wouldn't have been on the team, because we were that kind of a team. You know, we played in tough divisions with tough defenses, etc. So the games were always close. It always came down to, who made the last kick. And fortunately, I was good at making those kicks. The first one that kind of got me over the hump was against New Orleans in 1983. I hit the last kick of the game. And had I missed it, New Orleans would have gone to the playoffs for the first time ever. Instead, we went to the playoffs. Another big kick would have been against the world champion Bears. The year before, they beat us to go to the Super Bowl. So this was a Monday night game the following season, late in the year, and it was cold. And I hit a 50-yarder with no timeout to beat the world champion Chicago Bears.
And Lansford comes through in the clutch.
It's nice to...
There you go. So Mike Lansford, the Rams legend of the night. The Rams are one franchise that you could name almost any position, and the Rams have had an all-time great. I mean, we already know about quarterbacks. Norm Van Brocklin, Bob Waterfield back in the 50s and 40s, Roman Gabriel in the 60s, the 79, 70s, Pat Hayden and Vince Ferragamo, Jim Everett in the 80s, James Harris, Kurt Warner, Mark Bolger is on the all-time list up there too. Matthew Stafford now. amazing franchise. Receivers, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Henry Ellard, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, on and on and on. You go to running backs, Marshall Falk, Eric Dickerson, Wendell Tyler, Jerome Bettis, Steven Jackson, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Did I say Eric Dickerson already? On and on and on. Todd Gurley could have been one of the all-time greats. He had a very short stint, very similar to Gale Sayers, but he was explosive. Could have been an all-time great if he would have lasted a little longer. On and on. The defense, of course, the fearsome foursome, Jack Youngblood, on and on and on. Just an amazing franchise. When you go to the Hall of Fame, it's like a Rams party. It's like a who's who of the Rams. I mean, the Rams were the first franchise to have the helmet logo before any other team when one of the Rams painted a ram horn on it. The first team to have their home playoff games televised. The first team to have their home regular season games televised. The first team to play African-American players when they came to Los Angeles. On and on and on. Pete Rozelle, the one of the best commissioners of NFL football, came out of the Rams front office. Tex Schramm, the architect of the Cowboys in the Tom Landry days, came out of the Rams front office. I mean, you name NFL history, the Rams are that. So amazing franchise. A lot of people don't give them that respect and love, and that's just what I wanted to. That's why I like to have this platform, because I can explain how it really is. But here's another clip of me and Grant Cohn.
Ramilia Sports Report.
What's up, brother Grant?
How you doing?
Good. I'm gonna keep this quick.
Okay.
Grant, I love the Niners offensive line. Just keep it exactly the way it is. We will listen. God bless them. You know what we're gonna do with the monster Trent Williams is we'll rush outside, make him turn his back towards the inside of the line. Then Wagner, Gaines, and Ashawn and AD will just stunt inside and collapse that whole line in Trey's lap. Keep that line just the way it is, because one guy doesn't make a whole line. God bless Kyle Shanahan showing his incompetence again. Amazing. I'm just gonna.
I would think that if I were the coach of a team in a division with Aaron Donald, I would really make interior offensive line a priority. I'm just saying.
So there you go. For whatever reason, I forget that when he lines me up, he lines me off to the side, so I have to kind of lean in. But yeah. So yeah, I give props to Grant Cohn, because me and him tag team Kyle Shanahan. It's hilarious, and he's a good guy. Another Niner content creator that I appreciate. And there was one guy that came on right after that, tried to talk smack about me. He's like, "No, the Ramilia Sports Report's a friend of the show." Oh, I love it. I it's just too fun, right? It's just, this is just a magic time for us Ram fans. We call it Ramalot, Camelot, all for one for all, the Rams Musketeers, we not me. Amazing time for us Ram fans. I love it. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Dun. Oh, you think you're in charge, do you? Willie Bone says, what's the alternate LA Rams uniform should look like that? That is what the alternate LA Rams uniform should look like that. Yes, indeed. One Kelly Rams says, hey, Rudy, what about some love for the Zendejas? Yes, Zendejas. We used to go to Zendejas restaurant back in the day. Yes, that's indeed. That's a great comment, One Kelly Ram. I'll have to put that right here. Great kicker. I'll have to put that right there. That's a great comment, my brother. G-Snet says, agreed at Willie Bourne. That should be their permanent uniform. Yes, indeed. Grander Tross says, rhyme it all day, rhyme it every day, and twice on game day. Oh, yeah, big boy. Yes, indeed. Love it. Hal says Lambs can't go undefeated. Lambs can't go undefeated. They can't. No, we're not going to go undefeated. I would just want to go undefeated in the playoffs, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy if we get the wild card and then go all the way through back to the Super Bowl and go undefeated. I love it. Granddad Trust says Rams and Lions have a lot of former players that are Hall of Fame throughout history. Cards have been around from the beginning and don't have that. Yeah, that's amazing. Eduardo Mendoza says, hey, Rudy, do you think that Inglewood is trying to compete with LA with the new Hollywood Park retail that's going to be complete by March and to try to compete with LA Live? Well, the Inglewood is part of LA. Technically, Inglewood is part of Los Angeles County. It is Los Angeles County, but Hollywood Park on all around where the Rams Stadium is made to be the headquarters of the NFL Network. They're already there. When they finish everything around, it probably will be the main source for anything entertainment and sports venues, because it's just going to be amazing. It's already amazing now, but they're not done. The Clippers Stadium, I hate to say it because I'm a Laker fan, but their stadium's right across the street from SoFi Stadium. It's going to be amazing, but that's a great point, man. SG, hi, Ramilia. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Love your cage, Joe. Okay. SM says Levi Stadium is a dump. MetLife West. Willie Bowen says Terry Crews, Fred Dreyer, Rosie Greer, Bernie Casey's. Yes, indeed. Bernie Casey. Love them all. SG says, I love your channel. Thank you, brother. Thoughts on Bryant Young? He was tough, man. He was a beast. Bryant Young. Grinder Trust says 49ers took Aaron Banks, who was supposed to be a really good guard. Yeah. Yes, indeed. G12 says, check out the main sports report. Join me for Ram Fest on the YouTube channel. Yes, indeed. Lone Fox 150 says, Ram it. Yes, indeed. Johnny Ripple, the Blanton cunt tells me that McVay is happy with big-bodied wide receivers he's added. They let McVay run 2 tight end plays out of his favorite 11 personnel set. The Rams can use wide receivers in those roles. Yeah, and you know what? I love Blanton. You can't keep everybody right. I would have loved to have seen Ben Schroeck gone instead of him. But look at this play here with McClutchin, and doesn't it remind you somewhat of our guy Blanton? They're 2 different players, but just check this out. Oops, hold on, not that one. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's that was a showdown I wanted to see tonight. And I think what's notable about this play is last week a lot of his production just came on go balls down the sideline. Coach McVay.
Overall pick, first
I was
action
just
we've
about
seen
to
him.
say that was a showdown I wanted to see tonight. And I think what's notable about this play is last week a lot of his production.
So isn't that kind of Blanton-like, right? And then he can go up and get the ball too. I mean, he's a beast. He's 6'3". I mean, check this out.
Just basically the old alley-oop against Sebastian. A lot of grab there. Penalty could have been called again, but McCutcheon goes 6'3". Perkins puts it up high. And the big hands of Lance McCutcheon.
So there you go. So that's a great point, man. I believe that to be true as well. We trust our guys. That's a great comment. Willie Bowen says, LA Sunbeams are the prettiest female cheerleaders. Yes, indeed. Jay Money says, RAM. Yes, indeed. Granddad Trust says, Roosevelt Greer, who's got the ball? Yes, indeed. He used to be an entertainer, musician, political activist, amazing guy, besides a fearsome foursome member. Jim Foster, hey, Rudy, what's your favorite Mexican food? Bondigas, arroz con leche, or menudo pancha? I love just about everything you have there, except I'm not a menudo guy. I like pozole. I like the meat in pozole, but that's cool. Willie Bowen says, wet jumbo steak burritos are my favorite. Oh, man, you guys are making me hungry now. Oh, man. One Cali Ram says, what's up, SG? Welcome. Are you ready to tape ankles and jump on the wagon? Yes, SG. Be a Ram fan, man. You're an honorary Ram fan, SG. Donnie Ripple says, I really like Blanton too. Cutting good players sucks, but it also means the team is loaded. Yes, that's a great point, Johnny Ripple. Week 1, McClutcheon didn't get open, but won all his battles. Week 2, he ran clean routes and got open. That's great. That's great comments. Hal says, Jim Foster got a lunch truck, lamb menudo. BJ says, I think you mean a bondegas, Jim Foster. Yeah, I think I know what he meant. Still makes me hungry, either way you spell it. Eduardo says, hey, Rudy, did you know that Al Davis was trying to buy Hollywood Park back in the day? Everything was in deals, but he refused to. He refused because he was too selfish and he did not want to share it with another. Wow. That sounds just like him. But also, too, did you know that the Raiders, even though they won a Super Bowl in Los Angeles, never had a parade because Al Davis didn't want to pay for it? So there's another thing that we have that the Raider fans don't, is we had a parade. They didn't because they didn't want to pay for it. Eduardo says NFL team. Yes. Thankfully, Stan Kronos brought Hollywood Park. Stan Kroenke. BJ says, yo, Hal, Shaban, you can't make menudo with anything but beef tripe. Nice try, yo. SM says, Hal, Kuban still has a membership to Blockbuster. The Niners team highlights. Grand Dr. 12 says, last preseason game, August 27th, Saturday, 3 p.m. LA Rams versus Cincinnati Bengals. And that brings me to the Rams working out with the Bengals. It's a genius move because we get to work out with a team we just won the Super Bowl against. And remember, we had a hard time running against them. We get to try out unfortunately, Logan Bruss got hurt. Kyron Williams just getting back. Cam Akers and Henderson are nursing soft tissue injuries. They'll be fine for game 1. But it was a genius move because we get to practice against a team we had a hard time running against. And here's our guy, Coach, talking about it.
Didn't see Jalen or...
By the way, Ramsey and Ernest Jones didn't play today because they have a stomach flu. So maybe they had some of that menudo that my guy was talking about.
Didn't see Jalen or Ernest Jones out there.
Not feeling good. They had a little stomach bug. I guess it's kind of going around right now. So I want to be smart with those guys.
How about with Coleman?
Coleman had a little swelling. He'll be okay.
Swelling in the knee or
lower extremity.
Do you anticipate that these guys will travel with you guys?
I think so. Yeah, that's the hope and expectation. Hopefully, it's just a 24-hour bug. So we'll see. We'll check on these guys this afternoon, and Reggie and those guys will be in touch.
Would you anticipate that Daryl and or Cam will take part in the joint practices?
I think we're just taking it a day at a time. I know those guys want to be out here, and so do we. We want them out there, and they need to be able to get out there and get to work, but not at the expense of setting themselves back even further. So it truly is kind of a day-to-day thing.
Yeah, so that was a good question by the reporter. He's asking if Cam Akers is going to be out there and Henderson and McVay he's taking it light with him. He wants to get them the reps on one hand, but on the other hand, he wants to make sure that they're ready to go for the season. That's the right move. I trust this guy, man. Our coach knows what the heck he's doing. I love this guy.
This is
27th, really? Matthew Stafford, 27th? Here, check this out.
This is Matthew Stafford, who is now just going to take over the game.
You talk about being reactive as a quarterback. You take what the defense gives you. It's that all the time. And I think a lot of times he says, screw that. I'm going to take what I want. What he does with his eyes and manipulating defense.
He's going to move that safety and then wait for Cooper Kupp.
I'm going to move this guy, and I'm going to throw this where I want to throw it.
He got the safety to go the opposite way and turned him all the way around.
That, I think, is the special trait of his.
There was one throw to Robert Woods on a dagger cut. I was for sure the ball was coming to me. Looked off like he was coming to me, and then really ended up just moving the defender and ripping it in there to Robert Woods.
Stafford throws, completes to Woods.
Oh, no, look, you got me again. You almost got him. You don't have that throw unless you do it.
No, look, it was unbelievable.
This guy is a bad man. Make no mistake, man. People like to talk smack about him. I said this before. Quote, If the Niners would have got Matthew Stafford, I would have been pissed off all the time, and I would have sleepless nights. The Rams with Trey Lance, I sleep like a baby. I'm fine. Yes, they've had recent success against us, but this is my quarterback. Matthew Stafford is a bad mofo. And just in those little clips, the guy is moving guys around with his eyes and his head, moving guys out of the way, and then boom, throwing the laser down the middle, down the pike. I mean, this is the Showtime Hollywood Rams, baby. Inglewood, we're the Super Bowl champions. And we didn't even, guess what? We're Super Bowl champions, and we didn't even have the best season we could have. Last year was a trial run. We got to the Super Bowl. They got us over the hump with Von Miller and OBJ, and we won it. Year 2 is going to be a reload. Now with year 2 with McVay, we're going to be even better. And he even said, I know this offense like the back of my hand now. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, yes, I'm a Ram fan. Yes, and this and that. But I just because I'm a Ram fan doesn't mean I'm going to give you props. Ask Ben Schroeck, this guy is a bad mofo, man. This guy, he's my quarterback. There's no other quarterback I would want in the league. If I was to pick anybody else above him, it's only because they're younger. But right now, this man right now, I put him up against anybody. I'll put him up against anybody. And everybody here that are Ram fans knows that. We're comfortable with Stafford. As long as we have a running game, we are unstoppable. So if we don't have a running game, guess what? We can still be unstoppable because Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson and Higbee, and then we got my guy McClutchin's coming up the back end, Tutu Atwell, Jacob Harris. I mean, I'm just naming guys, and I'm going to run out of breath because there's just so many weapons. I mean, it's an embarrassment of riches. And so I'm stoked. I got to tell you, I've been watching the Rams since 1979, and I got to tell you, in Rams history, the Rams have had success when they have a top flight quarterback, all the way back to Norm Van Brocklin. I appreciate the running game, ground chuck and all that, but you have to have that too. But Norm Van Brocklin, Bob Waterfield, Vince Ferragamo, James Harris, Jim Everett, Kurt Warner, now Matthew Stafford. Whenever we've had top of the line signal callers, we've been either champions or we've been fighting for the championship, and that's Rams history. That's why we're 4-time champions. We were 2-time NFL champions before the Niners were even a thing in the NFL. Now we're 4 times champions, 2 times Super Bowl champions, 2 times NFL champions. So I'm just so stoked about this team. And, I just can't say it enough. That's fine to be curious about his elbow and all that stuff, but McVay knows what he's doing. It's going to be amazing. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, don't be surprised if we're dominant and we devastate teams by 2 or 3 touchdowns. Because with this defense too, in the back end with Troy Hill, Ramsey, Darian Kendrick, the guys we drafted, Jacoby Durant, Robert Rochelle, Nick Brick Scott, on and on and on. Goodness gracious, Ernest Jones playing next to our guy Bobby Swagner. Goodness gracious, Bobby Wagner, aka Bobby Swag. Number 29th rank, top 100 middle linebacker. By the way, Fred Warner, the Niners linebacker, is ranked 47th. But anyway, yes, indeed. The Super Bowl champion, Hollywood, Los Angeles, Showtime, LA Rams are going to be back with a vengeance, baby. And on that note, I just got myself so hyped up. Let's do this right here, right quick. Hold on one second. Let's do this right now.
This fall, they're back for more. From head coach Sean McVay and the team that brought you Super Bowl 56. Critics and fans agree, an experience you won't want to miss. Now playing only at SoFi Stadium.
Only at SoFi Stadium. It's the only home of the Super Bowl champion Rams, the only home of three-time All-Pros on the defense, AD, Wagner, Ramsey, and then on offense, you got Stafford, Kupp, Allen Robinson, Higbee, Tutu. OBJ's coming back. McClutchin. Woo! Boy, let me tell you. So there we go. Liam Cohen is our offensive coordinator. He's going to unleash the beast. It's going to be amazing. I'm just telling you guys. I'm sorry I'm going on a rant, but that's just the way I feel about this team. We're going to be better than we were last year. It's going to be amazing. Let's get back into the chat. Jim Foster says, yes, indeed. Rudy, did you hear that Rondo is saying that the Niners might go into... I got to get that clip. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, I went on the other day, Jim, and I would let him know about and he cut me off, and I let him know about the Rams are just chilling. We're waiting to run it back. They haven't seen you haven't even seen the best of us yet, and but yeah, that's hilarious. My go undefeated. Okay, sure, that's hilarious. Glenn Tross says, return to Crack Street. Johnny Rubin says, dark horse teams to win each conference. Colts, Eagles for me. Those are great picks. The Colts, the Vikings are going to be something. And who knows if the Cowboys ever come out of their deep sleep. They're so underachieving team. Such an underachieving team. My Scott says, and not enough Lamb fans in here to have any fun. Nice try, Lambilia. I'll check back when you get a few more Lambidas or Lambs in here. Well, I don't mind you leaving, man. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for coming in here. If there was more of us, then you would just get. But what else are you going to say? All you're doing is hearing me rant about our team, and you can't argue with it because everything I say is true. But thank you for coming in, Mike. Come in more often, man. We get a kick out of you coming in. You're always welcome. Eduardo says, bro, y'all haven't won anything in like 20 years, 27 years, going on 30. Jim Fox says, Mike Scott, go back to the third place team message boards. We're champs in here. B. G, this is Mike Scott has left the building. He's had enough. Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, man. It's just what it is.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it. I want winners.
I'm sorry, Mike. I wish you could see more. I'm so sorry.
Back to it. It's tough to beat them in the regular season. They're a tough team. They feel like they've gotten better. How do you feel going into that rivalry that you have here with them? How does that feel for you?
Oh yeah, I dislike the Niners. Everybody know that. I don't like the Niners at all. They don't like us. It's just a rival. Every time we play, it's a dogfight, and that's how it is. No love at all towards them guys.
And that's the way it is. That's the way it will always be on my show. That's the way it is. That's the way the old school Rams used to do it, from Jack Youngblood to Deacon Jones. There's no love for the Niners. I hate the Niners. I can't say that enough. I appreciate my guys that are Night in Country content creators. I appreciate them, and I have love for them, but I hate the Niners with a vengeance. That will never stop. And hate is a strong word, but when it comes to a team, there's nothing like it. And so just like my guy AD says, that's just the way it is. And I'm sorry, Mike, you missed it. I didn't get a chance.
SoFi Stadium exploded with excitement. The hometown Rams sending their Golden State rivals, the 49ers, back to San Francisco.
I appreciate you, man. Come back in, though, man. It's okay. This is a safe place for you, man. It's safe. Eduardo says, at least we win the chip in this century. SM says, have Super Bowl opponents ever had a joint practice the year after? This has to be the first time that's ever happened. That's a great point, SM. You know what? I don't know. I don't think a joint practice. I think they played preseason before. That's a great point. One of the reasons why too is because the Bengals coach comes from the McVay tree of coaches. And so they're cool, and so they know that they're gonna make sure that our stars are okay. We're not our stars, but our players aren't going to get over. They're not going to do something they're not supposed to. It's going to be a good matchup, but it's not going to be like the Cowboys and Rams a couple years ago when they were fighting. That could still happen, but we trust him. He's part of the McVay coaching tree, the Bengals coach. But that's a great question. I don't think so. I think it was a preseason game. Eduardo says, yeah, my bad at Jim Foster. Grander tries to congrats to the Ramilia Sports Report and Ram fans all over the world, Super Bowl champions, LBI. Yes, indeed. SM says Stafford, top 5 quarterback. That's exactly right. SM says Stafford is a bad mofo. Yes, indeed. Jim Foster, Stafford is a top 3 for sure. Yes, man. I mean, even if he wasn't around, I always gave props to this guy. He was dangerous. Dangerous. J Money says only QBs doing a no-look in games are Stafford, Rodgers, and Mahomes. That's exactly right, baby. BJ says, hey, Rudy, you should play the Butter sound clip when he tells Carbon, I'm a bad man. Anytime you can talk about Stafford. That's a good point. That'd be funny. That's funny. What Carter says, bro, he has to be top 5. That's exactly right. Johnny Ripple says, my wide receiver group, Cup, Robinson, Jefferson, Tutu, McClutchin, Trammell, number 4 Trammell. I forgot about Trammell. Harris, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Johnny Ripple says Trammell needs to make the roster. He is very much like Wes Wilker. Trammell is really excellent and won't make it to the practice squad. That's a great comments, Johnny Ripple. BJ says, anyone see the Cards game yesterday? They're trying to find their own Cooper Cup in Isabella. Glenn Tross says, Rudy, did you dance with the old lady at the Ram Fest? Mary Jane Girls, Candyman. No, she didn't go. It was too hot, but she was doing her own thing. I went with one of my buddies. SM says Detroit wasted Stafford. Yeah, unfortunately, man. Isn't that also Barry Sanders and Megatron? Jay Money says, I'm hyped. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Eduardo Trust says, final thoughts of the noche. We're getting there. Eduardo says, hey, Rudy, we faced the Saints this season. The last time we faced them was in the NFC Championship game in 2019 of the non-PI call that was super controversial. Wonder how we are going to get treated by the Saints fans. Yeah. Unfortunately, that had to happen. You know, there was some calls that we didn't get. The face mask that they didn't call on golf. We might have scored a touchdown, then that play wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, they're going to boo us. It is what it is. They'll boo us, but that's okay. We've knocked the Saints out of the playoffs before, and they knocked us out. And I'm still mad at them for the 2000 when Oz Hakeem fumbled the ball. We probably would have beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl. We would have won 2 Super Bowls in St. Louis. Oz Hakeem dropped the ball. We were coming back, and they got the ball, and we lost, and we didn't make the playoffs. But, yeah, they're not going to like it. Eduardo says, we were still better, and we had a great season than them. Yeah, and then they had a chance in overtime, and Drew Brees messed up. Chewy Loco, what are Rudy? Who's host? The Rams house, baby. Eduardo says, and a great record. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Chewy Loco. Grandizer says, Boomer T. Jim Flash is blowing crap out of his mouth. Ron never said that. Okay, I didn't know. I don't know either way. I hope he wouldn't say that. It doesn't sound like that's a true thing. Well, it doesn't sound like Rombo, but maybe he was joking. I don't know. But if he did say that, that's crazy. I don't know either way. I'm just going by what my guy Jim says. Eduardo says, still rocking my Todd Gurley jersey. Yeah, man, that's a great jersey to rock. I got it right there. He's an all-time Ram, a great running back. It's not his fault that he came in injured and did the best that he could, but he was a top-flight running back, make no mistake. That's great, Eduardo. Glenn Troy says, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and share. Please help the algorithm for the Ramilia Sports Report. Much appreciated. Yes, indeed. Boomer T, how many Super Bowls do the Rams have? The Rams have 2 Super Bowls and 2 NFL championships, 4-time NFL champions. And they're the only NFL team to have won 3 times NFL championships in 3 different cities. Well, technically, 4 different cities. No, because Inglewood is in LA County. So I was going to put Inglewood in there. Maybe we'll come to Santa Clara and win you guys a championship for you since you guys can't do it no more. But we'll see. No, I'm just kidding. We won't want to go over there. We're in SoCal, Hollywood. We don't want to go to NoCal. One Kali Rum says, Mike is another troll, bro. I'm selling a tape of the of the ankles of the Glory Day boys. Pew pew. Niners are through. Hal says, who are the Monday Night Football Kings? Who are the Monday Night Football Kings? Niners are. Jay Money says, Booner T, 2 NFL champions and 2 Super Bowls. Johnny Ripple says Rams Winers are our all-time classic rivalry. True dislike the last few years and the next few years should be amazing rivalry. Yes, indeed. SM says Boomer T, more than 40 hyenas have this century. SM says Boomer T have more 40 hyenas than have this century. Jesus has agreed. Jay Ripple didn't have the same flavor when they were on vacation in St. Louis. Yeah, it was mostly with the Seahawks. That's how they felt with the rivalry, and we would always beat the Seahawks. But yeah, it's nice that the Rams are back in LA because that no love, the Hatfields and McCoys is back. Boomer T says Niners got more. That's all that matters. Yeah, they have more, but not recently. The Rams have won the last 2 Super Bowls since the Niners last held the Lombardi, and so that's and plus the guy that owned the team when the Niners won the championships, those championships is no longer there. He's been banned from the NFL, never to own an NFL team again. So he was allegedly kicked out in shame. Eddie DeBartolo Jr., aka Eddie DeChitilo Jr. He was fined more than any other owner in NFL history. They lost draft picks. They were backloading player contracts. Him and Carmen policy. They did it. Props to them. They won the Super Bowl, but he ended up losing his team. His sister owns the team now, and they are penny pinchers. They have one of the horrible stadiums in the NFL. Period. And they're below the Rams when it comes to team worth all the way around. The pecking order has changed since A. DeBartolo Jr. was at the helm, and that's the way we like it. Granddaddy Trust is Rudy. You show the fight at the Jags versus Steelers game. I sent it to you. Oh, I haven't looked at that. I'm sorry, Granddaddy's at 12. Okay, I'll have to look at that maybe for the next show. John says, remember the Saints defense with Sam Mills? Oh, man. Who are the other linebackers? Both great pass rushers. Sam Mills. Man. There was a poster that they had. I can't remember. The something patrol. And unfortunately, Jim Everett got traded to the Saints, and they all left. When the Rams when the lady who shall be nameless was running the Rams into the ground, he got traded to the Saints. And unfortunately, they didn't have the same defense. All those guys were gone. I can't remember the other guy. Excuse me. But yeah, there was a poster. They had great linebackers. Amazing. And Ross says, yo, Rudy, the game against the Chiefs, I already know it's going to be a great game like the last time that we faced him. Beat them. Yes, man. It's going to be amazing. Granny Charles says, let's go, LA Puro Rams a la verga. Puro Ramstelas a la verga. Boomer T says, I was in SoCal last week for work. Too much homeless now. Really sad. Yeah, it's all over the place, even San Francisco. Edros says, by the way, the game of 2018 Rams versus Chiefs was supposed to happen in Mexico City, but they moved the game to LA. I don't know what happened. Yeah, there was something going on with that, and it was wonderful that they moved it to LA. It was an amazing game. Boomer T says, receipt doesn't matter in sports. It doesn't matter, but it's nice that when you have a new ownership and they know how to win, that does help. So that, I understand what you're saying. My Lakers have 17 championships, and recently they have one, and it's been a while. But still, it's nice to have ownership that knows what they're doing. When Kyler says, buenas noches, mi Ramilia, horns up. Thank you, brother, for popping in. I'm going to be calling tonight as well. Boomer T says, good teams come and go. Yep. BJ says, Boomer T, those are all the Niner fans. G12 says, Rudy used to go with German and Venice to see the homeless in LA. Rudy's channel would grow crazy. Would grow crazy. Johnny Ripple says, weird to think back that NFC West used to be the Rams, Winers, Saints, and Falcons. That is crazy. Eduardo says, we need some international games. Mexico, Estadio Azteca. The Niners are playing there this year against Arizona, I believe. Jay Money said, Eduardo, the field in Mexico was in bad shape. That's why they moved to LA. Okay, great point, Jay Money. I forgot about that. Gwenner says, say it, Ramulators. Soon. One color Rams says, one more. If they are trolling us, they are scared of us. Yep. James Lesma, what's up, my brother? What's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. G Trust says, welcome, James Ledma. G says, hey Rudy, how do you get my shirt? How do I get my shirt again? All right, so go ahead and email me, brother. My mouth is dry. Here's my social media. You'll see the email at the end. Email me and then let me know who you are and that it's you. and then I'll send it to you. Thank you for playing and supporting my show, G's Nuts. Appreciate it, my brother. Chewy, look, say, Rudy, do you remember Isaiah Robertson? He was awesome. Isaiah Robertson. It sounds familiar, man. It sounds familiar. Oops, hold on. Did I put the wrong one? Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. So the email is ramiliasports@gmail.com, G's Nuts. ramiliasports@gmail.com. And then I'll send it to you. And thank you again for supporting the channel, brother. Appreciate it so much. All right, let's finish these up and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming in. And Jesus has got it. Good. Thank you, G12. House, he wants a Debo shirt instead. We wanted one of Nick Scott. Nick Scott hitting Debo. J Money says that shirt is hilarious. Grander Trust Ramilia Sports Report at Gmail. Yes, indeed. Jesus, have a great night, Ramilia. Thank you, brother, for coming in. Thank you so much. It's amazing how time flies. BJ says how at how of him crying. Chualacos linebacker number 58 played in the 70s. Yes. Oh, okay. That's who he is. Okay, thank you, man. He sounded familiar. SS is BJ. Laughing emoji. Jay makes a deeper shirt of him getting whacked and crying. With OBJ consoling him. Eduardo says the Rams right now are super Hollywood. The Rams right now are super Hollywood right now. They remind me of the Showtime Lakers, like when they used to be Hollywood. That's awesome. Yes, indeed. The Showtime, LA, Inglewood, Hollywood Rams, baby. On that note, we are almost ready to go.
Ramilia Sports Report, Ron Perry.
God bless you.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty red at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north.
How you doing, baby?
We were born.
There you go.
Roll down the window.
Super Bowl again this year.
Put down the top. Crank up the beat for us, baby. Don't let the music stop. We go ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Time flies. Man, amazing. I said to myself, I'm gonna go about an hour, 45 minutes. But but our guys from the 49ers came in here and then we let them have it. It's cool though. It's all in love. Thank you guys so much. Lone Fox says, Rudy, we love Rudy. Thank you, brother. And the only thing I'm disappointed is my guy Gammon Brown. Salute to you, my brother. If you couldn't make it, I hope everything's okay. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a 49er fan, but we also found out that he's like our guys in here too. Some of our guys in here too. They're service members for the military, and he was asking me if I was going to have a call-in show, and I sent the stream out, and I was hoping he would come in because he's going to be leaving soon. So maybe we'll try that again, and I'll try it with the phone this time. I just have the link for the StreamYard, so we will see what happens. But thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for your support. Thank you guys, my Lone Fox and Eduardo. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Eduardo, J Money, SM, all of you guys. Johnny Ripple, Hal, thank you for coming in, brother. Hit the like and subscribe button. Come in more often. everybody, Chewy Loco, G's Nuts, my guy. I'll send you that shirt out, brother. Thank you, everybody that comes in. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And as we always say, may the Ramilia be with you. And
cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them.
Sorry, I had to do it one more time.
You got to go back to it. It's tough to beat them in the regular season. They're a tough team. They feel like they've gotten better. How do you feel going into that rivalry that you have here with them? How does that feel for you?
Oh yeah, I dislike the Niners. Everybody know that. I don't like the Niners.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
Ramulators, mount up. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Love you guys. Have a good night. Take care. I'll see you guys again soon on a Wednesday night. Let's do it Wednesday night, Ramilia. I appreciate it so much. Appreciate my guy, Grandizer 12. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And Eduardo says, we need more people like Rudy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. God bless you, man. God bless you. All love to each and every one of you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for coming in and interacting with me on my show. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so